Working Man Radio with your host, Joe Lyles.
Let me show you how the cops killed Trayvon Martin. Yes, the cops. The cops did it. What's that got to do with my bike ride every day when people are stopping their cars when they come to intersections when they should just keep driving, causing this ambiguity, this uncertainty? I don't know what the hell they're doing. What's it got to do with that? Everything. The reason those cars are stopping is because 2 months ago, the city of Gainesville, in its infinite wisdom, in a magnificently inefficient use of police resources, decided that they were going to have a sting operation and they were going to watch crosswalks. And when cars entered a crosswalk, when somebody was about to step off the curb, they would pop them. We'll teach those scofflaws. They have to start obeying the strict rules of crosswalks. We must start respecting pedestrians, which apparently I'm a pedestrian on my bicycle. I'm not really, but whatever. And so now everybody, man, if you're a pedestrian, if you're within 2 football fields of an intersection, they stop. Let you across. And it doesn't help. And the cops are doing this. And why are the cops out busting these pedestrians? Somebody got the bright idea that lots of people don't obey the pedestrian rules. And so we can go, we will, if we go do this, we will get. And it was like 70. They wrote like 70 tickets one day. And that's all loot going into the court system, some of which finds its way to the police department's budget. Their police training budget is suffering because the crime rate has dropped. Because the number of people disobeying traffic violations, apparently people are driving more carefully. And it's causing them to suffer a loss of revenue. So they're going to have to get busy, and what they're going to do is they're going to manufacture stuff like that. They're going to come up with some new rules to enforce. They didn't used to enforce them. Now they enforce them to get the revenue. Because that's what it's all about. It's about revenue. That's what dope is about. It's about revenue. The police make a big bust. They make a big bust, and it's part of they bring in lots of dope, and they bring in lots of cash. And that cash winds up in their budget. And that's why they do it. That's why they're out here policing marijuana. Right? We got to do something about these marijuana smokers. Something that kills nobody. Nobody dies of an overdose of marijuana. Nobody, ever. You cannot overdose on marijuana. You can drink yourself to death. You can smoke yourself to death. That's cigarettes. But this is why they do this. What's that got to do with Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman, and the dirty war? George Zimmerman, they had a problem. We've had break-ins. We've had 5 or 6 break-ins in our neighborhood. 5 or 6 break-ins. I mean, a burglary is a serious crime. Under the right conditions, with the right elements met, you can go to prison for life in the state of Florida for a burglary. Is that not a high priority? I mean, what the hell is more important? People breaking into your house, or somebody somebody violating the crosswalk rules while you're walking down the street? Rules that I know how to deal with cars. I know how to walk down the street. I know how to cross a street. I don't need the help from the police to cross the goddamn street. If you want to help me, catch the son of a bitch that broke into my house and stole my TV. But if you talk to them and say, well, now, you know what, it's a joke on TV. I saw it on a TV show the other day. Some dude was like, well, you know, somebody broke in and stole their computers. He says, when will the CSI team be here to work the scene? And the cops were like, we don't investigate felony crimes. Well, why don't you investigate felony crimes? Because we're too busy harassing people for marijuana and writing tickets for crosswalk violators. Because we get revenue from doing that stuff. And there's nothing in it for us. George Zimmerman called the cops all the time. Called them all the time. Reporting suspicious activity. And you know what they did? This is what he meant. When he say, those punks always get away. What he means is the cops never show up. So I guess it's up to me. That's what happened to Trayvon Martin.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. You've been listening to Working Man Radio with Joe Lyle at joelylesradio.com.